Hey guys, good morning. We are heading up on Capitol Hill as government has shut down. And our assignment today is get pictures of, well, nothing happening. Yeah, basically government shutting down. They want pictures of signs saying closed, not open for business, etc. Gotta find the problem is the people that put those signs up, they're not working today. So you have these government buildings that are shut, but there's no signage or anything like that. Let's go around and see what we can. Hey guys, we are on closed sign assignment, and we're here at the Botanical Gardens, which is closed temporarily. So we got that photo now to go to other government agencies and find their closed photo signs. Okay, well, take a little break because I went by a bunch of government buildings over this part of town. There's not many, and they looked pretty much like they normally look. This is the DC National Guard Armory on my right, but what I wanted to come down and see is this RFK Stadium, or what's left of RFK Stadium. Someone had asked if it is all gone yet. No, it's still got the skeletal structure. They've removed all the cement, all the seating, and they're starting to tear down this superstructure. They're going to build a new stadium here. I think it's $4 billion stadium. Something ridiculous. And this will be, we'll probably have a Super Bowl here eventually. It's going to be pretty crazy. But until they get rid of this, they can't start building the new one. Oh, they're tearing stuff away down there. Looks like they're tearing out the lower deck now. A lot of cement and rubble down there. But the bones are still around. The basic skeletal structure of it still there. Hasn't been flattened yet, but that's coming. That's going to be coming pretty soon, I think. Okay, you know, we actually have an assignment on the other side of the river. Let's swing over to Anacostia. They want a video of the Frederick Douglass house, where Frederick Douglass used to live, and showing it closed. All right, we're over in Anacostia right now, on the other side of the river. We're going to go to the Frederick Douglass house. He had many houses, but this is the one that's been taken over by the Smithsonian and is run as sort of like a museum to Frederick Douglass, the abolitionist. He lived down here in Anacostia on this rather nice estate. I've been meaning to take you there. It was under renovation for a couple of years. It's been reopened. I just haven't gotten out there. But now somebody wants a video of a sign saying closed because we think it's closed as part of the government shutdown. All right, here's Pennsylvania Avenue Southeast. Let's head over to this place. W. There it is. This is the Frederick Douglass house, and it does look closed. The gates are locked. The visitor center is down here. Let's head down here and see if we can get a picture. Okay, well, that was the assignment. Yeah, they wanted some video of the Frederick Douglass house with the gates shut, and well, we gave it to them. It was like, doesn't really say much. It's just a gate that's, you know, closed. There's no sign saying due to the budget we are closed, which is what they really wanted, I suspect. But like I said, the people that would have to write that sign, well, they're not working today, so c'est la vie. Anyway, that's the Frederick Douglass house. Let's head back over to the other part of the city. Maybe find some food. It's only 10 o'clock. We got another hour before we're going to eat lunch. All right, let's head out of this area. Okay, we're at the intersection of Martin Luther King and Marion Barry Avenue. This used to be called Good Hope Road, and then they changed the name to Marion Barry. This is kind of like the heart of Anacostia right here. It's pretty quiet early in the morning. We're going to run over to the Park Police facility to see what the federal government response staging area looks like. I don't know how many feds are still walking a beat in DC, but let's go take a look over there. So over on my left is the federal government staging area, and wow, it's greatly diminished. It's just got one command vehicle, some border patrol, and not a lot else. It used to be filled with vehicles. Still have a National Guard guy doing security here. Not quite the same. Okay, we are down near Chinatown now. That building on my left is the government accounting office. or Government Accountability Office. I don't remember. GAO, yeah. And I know they're closed. I read today that they're closed, so we're going to look and see if they've got a closed due to no money sign. Maybe we'll get lucky. Well, there's quite a few cars out front, but no real signs in the window saying go away. Nah, nothing specific to this day. All right, let's keep looking. Now, the easiest would be to go to the Smithsonian's, yeah, the zoo or the National Art Gallery, but those organizations, they have enough money to get them through the next week. The National Gallery of Art closes October 4th. The Smithsonian's will close October 6th. So another week before we're going to get closed. Washington Monument. I bet the Washington Monument is closed. Let's go get a bike and ride over there, because that's one of the buildings that's locked up, and it's not like the Lincoln Memorial. You can just walk up, and they leave that open anyway. All right, let's go down to the mall. 15 miles, 19 miles, 15, 34. We have a winner. Okay, we're on a bike. Things are a little easier now. We heard the Washington Monument might have a sign, and we heard the U.S. Capitol Visitor Center has a sign. Unfortunately, the Capitol Visitor Center is on the other side of the mall, so that's going to be a bit of a hike to get over there. All right, we've got a bike. We're out on the ellipse. We're going to make our way over towards the monument. Should be pretty good over there, I hope. A bit windy today. Hopefully I can get this mic protected, not burn your ears out. Get that big old porking Canadian geese over there. Today at 1 o'clock, we have a funeral at Arlington Cemetery for Lieutenant Colonel Richard Rutan. He is the guy who flew the Voyager around the world plane without refueling. So the pilot who flew that test plane around the world without refueling is being laid to rest today, and we're going to have a flyover about 1 o'clock. We should be able to get back and cover that flyover. There's a press conference at 1 o'clock at the White House. Caroline Leavitt will come out, talk about, well, the budget, I imagine, and if we've got time, we'll swing in and catch that. It's not really major that we do or don't. It's more important that we get these sign photos. That's what people want today. They don't want talking heads. Okay, guys, we're out at the Washington Monument. Let's, we gotta get through some tourists here. Let's get up and see if we can find some sort of sign that says the monument is closed or locked up. Because I believe it is. Other memorials or whatnot that don't have to be opened or closed with a door are still open, like the World War II over there, and the Lincoln, the Vietnam, Korean War memorials. All right, let's do a U-turn here. There's a loudspeaker you hear behind me, some crazy guy. Oof. All right, up we go into the wind. Let's see what we got. Now we got a TV crew doing a hit. Have a sign? No.
Just spam.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys flying out of Dulles or anything? Yeah, no, is it good?
Okay, there's one little sign there, just sort of printed out on a piece of paper that they're closed, so that's decent. But you can see down the other end, the Lincoln Memorial is wide open. People everywhere. Let's make our way around. Someone said there's a sign on the bathroom. Bathrooms are closed due to the budget. I'm not sure about that. But let's see that. There's a lot of foreign tourists here today who don't like follow American politics and don't really understand what's going on. And they're just like walking up here and they're like, what? Wait, why? All right, we're gonna make our way up to the U.S. Capitol Visitor Center. That's the best sign, we've been told. We'll go see what else we can see. Okay, over there, let's see, a African American History Museum. Lots of school buses there for local kids. We're gonna ride up the National Mall to the U.S. Capitol building. It's about 1.5 miles or something like that. Bit of a hike, and then we gotta go up the actual hill on the other end. But we'll run by, see if we see some National Guards. Lots of TV crews out doing government shutdown shots of the Capitol. It's kind of a lame shot, to be honest. Oof. So over there, American History Museum, and up there, the Natural History Museum. That's the green one. A bunch of art galleries on my right, and the big art galleries down there on my left. Let's just keep riding. We're looking for National Guard too. National Guard photos are always good if we see them. And we don't see them that often anymore. Oh, I found some National Guard. Let's get a picture of them. Okay. Biker with a flag. Oh, not a fan of Trump. Their flags look familiar, the pro-Trump flags and the anti-Trump flags. We're gonna swing up. We got the photo of the National Guard guy, barely, not the one I wanted, because they stopped walking right when I wanted them to. Oh well. Let's head up to the Capitol Visitor Center, which is on the other side of the Capitol building. Means we got to go up the hill. Means we're going to be panting a little bit because it is a hill. All right, up we go. It's really a nice day. It's like 72 degrees. I actually have a jacket on because of the wind while biking, but you can get away with short sleeves today or a sweater. Depending on how you are temperate on the inside. The White House Visitor Center is straight ahead. It's underneath the parking lot, but the entrance is over by the Supreme Court. So that's where the sign is. Should be able to frame it with the Capitol Dome. Not a bad photo. Okay, we're up on the plaza. Guy protesting on his bike. Anti-Trump protester. Lots of SUVs trying to get the budget sorted out. House and Senate side are around. Nadine's out here protesting, as she always is. Well, she's always protesting somewhere. How about Epstein? All right, the sign I think is down here somewhere. That's the Supreme Court. And over there is Library of Congress. Library of Congress is supposed to have a sign too. Let's see what we can get. Oh, there it is. There it is. U.S. Capitol closed due to a lapse in appropriations. All right, that's a good enough sign. Okay, we're at the Library of Congress. We found a sign. It just says closed due to funding. Kind of the same one they have over on the House side. Where else can we go up here that's federal? The Supreme Court has tours. I bet the Supreme Court tours have stopped. Let's go see if they got a sign or something. The Belmont Hall Women's Equality National Monument. This used to be the home of the suffragettes. Yeah, the suffragettes used to work out of this place. Entrance this way. I don't see any sign saying go away. Yeah, if it is, it's way up there. I'm not going up there on a bike. All right, no sign. Let's keep going over this way. Maybe we'll go over to Union Station. Hey, oh, there's an idea. Raising Cane's at Union Station. It's been, oh my God, 4, maybe 5 days since we had fried chicken, and that's a long time. Yeah, I think we've picked our lunch. Let's head over that way. Okay guys, we are at Union Station, the Amtrak station for Washington, D.C. That place with a good food court. like Italian marble floor, if I remember. Or some of it like Pennsylvania marble, and then some was Italian. I can't remember when they redid this in the 80s. We just head back this way, and we're gonna get some fried chicken. All right. Oh, we beat the rush too. All right, lunch is here. All right, let's get on this subway. Time for a train.
Good morning.
Back in the city. Well, they have this new sculpture I've been meaning to show you, especially at night, because it lights up and it looks like a giant, well, a giant virus, I guess is the best way to describe it. It's still pretty cool. Let's go over and take a look. Out here in Farragut Square, they've added this new kinetic moving sculpture that, well, looks like a virus. I have no idea what it is, but they light it up at night. It's got like all these LEDs inside it. It's really quite funky. It's made out of wood, it's like. And it just blows in the wind. A living lantern. Told you it looked like a virus. So it just goes up and down with the wind. These things are like balsa wood. Pretty cool. All right, let's go see some fighter jets. So since the fighter jets are coming soon and I don't want to miss them, I grabbed a scooter. I'm now scootering in a bus lane, which is legal. The bus lane is the bike lane, so I can get by with this. And we just got to go a couple blocks back to my car, and then from my car across a bridge into Virginia. Let's cut over in front of traffic right now just to annoy more people. Okay, over there you can see the Air Force Memorial. I sometimes film from up there, but I found that the Pentagon City parking garage actually has a kind of a better view. You get the jets in focus more. So we're going to swing over that way. All right, I thought we had F-16s. Those were T-38s, but two of those T-38s were special. They're part of an aggressor squadron on the East Coast that simulates tactics of other aircraft. I believe they're aggressors. I'm not sure. Anyway, cool. Let's go to the White House and get on with this thing. Press briefing 18 minutes late. Oh, well, let's see. Okay, we are back over in the White House area. That didn't take very long, to be honest. You know, for a city that's supposed to be closed and shut down, it's still really hard to park. All these people, I don't know where they're going. Why are they parked on my road? Anyway, I'd park here normally, but this stops at 4 o'clock, so we got to go a little closer to the White House, get a better spot. And the press briefing started 10 minutes ago. We got about 15 minutes left. Okay, we're in. Just barely. We've got like 5 or 10 minutes left of this briefing, I think, unless she goes long. So we're going to swing into the back, snap a whole bunch of pictures if we can get up there. and then we'll be done. Hopefully we can get in. We're going to have to backdoor this thing. The last press conference wasn't that crowded, but I think today, because of the shutdown, it will be.
And I'll tell Hakeem Jeffries right now, I make this solemn promise that if you help us reopen the government, the sombrero means we'll stop. And I talked to the President of the United States about that. Now,
okay, we've left the White House. All those press briefings over. We now have a stabbing, 2210 Adams Place Northeast. It's up by the train tracks. There's a McDonald's there, though. I don't know what the details of the stabbing are. I just know that I got to fight across town to get there. Let's see if we can do this. Trying to get to the stabbing, but it's taken forever. It's also in a homeless shelter. Guy's going to be okay, so probably not much to see. However, we've just had a shots fired call at a school up 4200 block of Kansas. They're not sure if there actually were shots fired or if it's just a big brawl, but that's a little bit closer, so we're going to try to get to that call first. Okay, we're now 7 minutes from the shooting, possible shooting. We don't really know yet. And we're 8 minutes from a fire. They just called a fire call in an apartment. So we're going to drive this way for about 4 minutes, and then we're going to figure out which one we're going to cover. Okay, we're up in the Petworth neighborhood. We're very near the fight. I can see a lot of police cars up ahead. This is the Stephen Miller getting sandwich picture. I actually filed that a couple weeks ago. Let's see what happened to this call. Came in as a student fight. You see all the police cars on the left there? A bunch of kids were fighting, and then there was a call for a shots fired, but no one seems to have been shot. We're not really sure what's going on. We're going to get up here, take some pictures, and see what we can see. Looks like it's still going on. We don't see any ambulances picking people up, so probably all clear. A lot of kids still around here. Fires turned out to be just cooking. We came to this supposed shooting. We do have an ambulance down the street, but I think that's something else. We'll go check that out. Here's the police car, the ambulance. They were treating someone. We've got some police here, but I just saw both of the guys go back in the front, which means they're not transporting anyone. We'll have to see what's going on. Okay, guys, after running after fires and shootings that weren't actually shootings, but whatever, and stabbings, the car said, "Stop, I need oil." So we're at a Jiffy Lube just over the border in Maryland, because there's not a lot of oil change places in DC. So we're taking about a 1 hour break to refuel the car, and we'll be back on it in just a minute. Okay, guys, that is Wednesday. I lose track of these things. Tomorrow, no idea what's going to happen. Yeah, it could be another crazy day like today, or it could be really mellow. We'll show you it. See you then. Bye-bye.